Yes. Welcome back. You are back here on the show. Good to see you again. For those of you watching at home or wherever you are on your cell phone, this is the Deli Dell podcast series. We're still working on the name. So, what you saw in the last video was a bit of a rough cut, just making sure everything was set up proper. I got this new microphone set up here, and from the last video, I think it looks a lot more professional, which is great. Before I get into anything here, I just wanted to give all viewers out there who are not friends and family of mine a bit of background as to who I am and how we got to this point. So, you can already tell what my hat looks like. That's the crest in the middle of the Dominican national flag, the Dominican Republic. I know a lot of you white folks like to vacation there, but I was actually born and raised there, and arrived in Canada when I was about, I'm going to be dating myself with this, but you can do the math, doesn't matter. When I arrived here, I was about 8 or 9 years old in the mid-90s, and just been chilling here in Canada mostly ever since then. Made a few trips back home, obviously, to see the Fam Jam and everything, so that's always been a lot of fun. But basically in the DR, baseball is king, so that was something that all of my cousins and friends and everybody there was growing up on, and everybody wanted to be a major leaguer, just to for all intents and purposes, for anything else but to just get out the hood and just get out of being impoverished. So it's something that a lot of Dominicans can take to. It's not that hard to play. You don't really need much equipment. So they like it there a lot. It's produced a lot of amazing Hall of Fame baseball players. So, we obviously can't complain about that. And a lot of them usually try to come back and get back to the neighborhoods that they grew up in and everything. So it's good to see that they're doing that. I mean, I would do the same thing if I ended up being a major leaguer. So for sure, I can definitely admire and appreciate that. So, dabbled into some personal training, stuff like that. I'm an avid fitness guru. I believe it's important to be healthy, especially if you got little ones running around like I do. I want to be able to see my baby girl, graduate college and everything like that. So from that, and even before that, actually, I've always had an avid love of sports. Hockey is number one, as you can see from behind me. There's quite a few things from my backdrop. You can see there's a lot of Flyer stuff there. There's some basketball stuff. I got a Champions Raptors hat and replica ring, and I got the infamous picture of Kawhi hitting the shot against the Sixers. Some replica Flyers rings, Stanley Cups, banners, cards, you name it. I have quite a bit of a collection of sports memorabilia. But I like this. That's why I like this setup, so I can just put everything on display and show all my viewers out there my nice collection as it grows. There's still a lot of stuff that can be added. There's some stuff that I have already. I can show you that stuff in later episodes and everything. But this is going to be, very sports talk heavy podcast. I would love to have some guests on, even just, buddies of mine and stuff. I want them to come in studio because it's going to be a great sort of debate talk show as well. So I do want to have people on to debate various topics with. It'll be fun. Have some friendly wagers here and there. It'll be really good. So now that you know a little bit more about me, hopefully you can stay tuned. Watch for my content as much as you can, and just try to keep it locked. I'll get into a bunch of things, not just the stuff behind me, but also you guys can see that I have a Blue Jays shirt on. So we'll get into some baseball, basketball talk, hockey, even good old wrestling. But not really so much WWE. They're kind of falling behind in my power rankings. I've been watching a lot of AEW lately. Just loving what Chris Jericho is doing with that promotion. I can't say enough good things. Tony Khan, like, you guys are killing it, man. And you're talking you're looking at a guy who's been watching wrestling, since the days of Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, all that stuff, and even like especially Austin, The Rock, Taker, all that stuff. I watched the whole Taker series. I was into all of that, and like WWE is getting very stale, very tepid and watered down. And what I don't want to get into this because I can get into this in a much later episode. But yeah, just very very impressed with what Cody, Tony, and what Chris Jericho especially have done with that promotion in the short time that they've gotten it up and running. It's been very impressive, very fun to watch. So I hope they can keep it up. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll get into that a little bit further. I don't want to bore you with wrestling. For those of you that wanted to stick around for any kind of hockey, basketball, baseball, even Champions League, World Cup talk, we'll get into all of that. This is my show. Anything that's on my mind will be discussed. All right, guys. Yeah, just keep looking out for the videos. I appreciate the views, and we'll see you next time.